Selections read from Burning Psalms, Confronting Adonai After Auschwitz, by Menachem Rosensaft, Part 3. Burning Psalm 96. Chant to Adonai a new elegy for Auschwitz, Majdanek, Sobibor. Chant to the dead a new requiem for Treblinka, Belzec, Chelmno. Recount the horrors, gassings, agony, devastation. The heavens join in mourning. The earth quakes with bitter tears. The oceans roar and thunder. The trees recite unending lamentations. And Adonai comes to be judged by the dead. Burning Psalm 97. Black clouds and impenetrable darkness envelop you, Adonai. Justice has fled from your throne. Fire, your fire, goes before you, with you, consumes the good, the weak, the pure, the innocent. Mountains refuse to melt. We'll no longer bow down before you. The heavens, if not, you are overwhelmed by evil. The evil you condoned, you did not destroy. The earth, scorched by your lightning, only sees ruins of what was once, will never again be, your glory. You did not guard the lives of your people, your faithful. You did nothing to save them from the hand of killers. No light shines through, and the hidden righteous in eternal mourning will never again rejoice. Burning Psalm 98. A dirge. Resonate to Adonai a new dirge, without trumpets, without lyres, for the wonders, victories, rescues your right hand and holy arm did not perform. A new dirge, without roaring oceans, for the salvation you did not reveal to the ends of the earth. A new dirge, without words, for the loving kindness, the faithfulness you withheld from your house of Israel. A new dirge, with only wailing shofar blasts, followed by silence, forcing you to judge yourself in the kingdom of the dead. Burning Psalm 99. After you did not answer them, after you did not come down from your mountain to carry them away on eagle's wings, their souls rise toward you in black pillars of crematory smoke, so that you, Adonai, can now tremble before them, bow down to them, keep their testimonies in your heart, exalt their names, for they are the ones who are holy. Burning Psalm 103. Adonai, you ask for blessings that you did not bestow on them. You did not heal their illnesses in Belsen barracks, perform righteous acts for them at Treblinka, crown them with loving kindness at Majdanek, comfort them with goodness at Sobibor, renew their youth at Babi Yar. As the east is distant from the west, as the heavens soar far above the earth, You removed yourself from them. Benjamin was only 5 years old. He committed no wrongs for you to forgive, no sins to arouse your anger. But you did not make yourself known to my brother in the cattle car, did not show him your compassion when he was taken away from our mother. A wind passed over him, and he is gone. No trace remains of him, not at Birkenau, not anywhere. You were not there with him, did not redeem his life from the pit. They kept your covenant, but the same wind passed over them, and you turned your face away from them, did not redeem them, any of them, from the pit. The only blessings I have left, Adonai, are for them. Burning Psalm 104. Their chariots are not clouds carried across the sky on the wings of the wind, but cattle cars, taking them slowly, inexorably into hell. As you, Adonai, clad in majesty and glory, admire the vast beauty of your world from your throne in the heavens. As you remember that you made the moon and the sun, darkness and light, mountains and valleys, rivers and oceans, that you gave life to lions and gazelles. Look down at your people, your children, in their striped uniforms, ravaged by hunger, disease, lice. Look down at them, blue numbers tattooed on their arms, humiliated, beaten, kicked, whipped, attacked by vicious dogs. Look down and watch the SS man smash a child's head into a wall and walk away, eating the dead boy's apple. Look down on Auschwitz, Adonai. See how it trembles with misery. Touch its crematoria spewing out smoke. And never forget that this universe of suffering and pain, of anguish and tears, of hopelessness and Zyklon B, is also your creation. Burning Psalm 105. I do not blame you, Adonai, for Auschwitz and Treblinka. But after Auschwitz and Treblinka, I can no longer sing your praises. When hearts turned to hate against us, when darkness descended on us, when we were ripped from our homes, when rivers were suffused with our blood, when they struck down not just our firstborns, but all our children. You did not remember your covenant with Abraham, with your people. You let our enemies oppress us, starve us, torture us, murder us. You did not light up our night, spread out a cloud to shelter us. You did not send us a Joseph or a Moses to save us from the abyss, lead us out of the inferno. You did not split the flames for us. I do not blame you, Adonai, for Auschwitz and Treblinka, but after Auschwitz and Treblinka, I cannot sing your praises for wonders you did not perform. Burning Psalm 109. Because we have been cursed, maligned, persecuted, oppressed, vilified, murdered. We, more than any other people, should know that blind hatred rots the hater's heart. That when we curse, we wrap ourselves in the curse. We pollute not those we curse, but who we are, who we say we are. Burning Psalm 111. Birkenau's pond of ashes is a remembrance of the redemption you did not send to your people, Adonai. And the beginning of wisdom is fear of your absence. Burning Psalm 117. How can you ask the nations to praise you after Birkenau, after Belsen, Adonai? You know, and I know you know, and you know that I know you know, that you withheld your loving kindness, your salvation, and that truth, your truth, is forever. Burning Psalm 121. Black eyes search for yesterday, above, beyond walls, above, beyond shadow fragments, above, beyond imagined hills. Search for human, divine help, promised shelter amid rags, corpses, vomit. Mommy, are we going to live or die? His last words to our mother. But you, who would be my brother's guardian, be at his side on paths he never got to walk. Slumber as the sun murders with your heat, the moon with its indifference. Sleep while atonal melodies bereft of life ascend from their depth through charred skeletal trees. And one more 5-year-old soul shatters unprotected into flames, raging up toward your sky, your stars, your forever. Burning Psalm 125. Jerusalem radiates your spirit, Adonai. Your absence permeates Auschwitz. Jerusalem is eternal. So is Auschwitz. Burning Psalm 125, Redux. The Messiah will not come, will not leave Adonai's seclusion until Jerusalem's bearded rabbis, imams, priests teach daily that each Jewish child, Palestinian infant, is created with one, only one, always the same divine spark. Burning Psalm 131. My mother, calming the soul, quieting the fears of a trembling child at Belsen, was a divine spark that pierced the darkness. Burning Psalm 136. I cannot give thanks to you, Adonai, will not acclaim you for loving kindness you did not show. Jeering mobs, tearing Torah scrolls, spitting on rabbis, cutting off their beards. Where was your loving kindness in that? starving children begging for bread in ghetto streets. Where was your loving kindness in that? Jews forced to undress before they are shot at Ponary, Baba Yar. Where was your loving kindness in that? Janusz Korczak and his orphans walking to the cattle cars, murdered at Treblinka. Where was your loving kindness in that? The SS doctor on the Birkenau ramp pointing his finger to the left, to the right. Where was your loving kindness in that? My 5.5-year-old brother led into the gas. Where was your loving kindness in that? A blue number tattooed on my mother's arm to replace her name. Where was your loving kindness in that? Screaming infants incinerated alive in pits of fire. Where was your loving kindness in that? My father, flogged with 250 lashes in Block 11. Where was your loving kindness in that? Hannah Zinez, tortured and executed in a Budapest courtyard. Where was your loving kindness in that? Anne Frank, ravaged by typhus in a Belsen barrack. Where was your loving kindness in that? You watched parents watch their children die. Where was your loving kindness in that? You did nothing to stop the slaughter. Where was your loving kindness in that? Your strong hand did not strike down our killers. Where was your loving kindness in that? You did not remember us in our distress. Where was your loving kindness in that? You did not ease our anguish. Where was your loving kindness in that? You did not rescue us from our enemies. Where was your loving kindness in that? You did not stretch out your arm to bring Israel out of the abyss. Where was your loving kindness in that? You gave us eternal darkness as our inheritance. Where is your loving kindness in that? Burning Psalm 143, a lament from the dead for the dead. I fear the eternity after death more than I fear death. You did not hear my prayers, Adonai, as my enemies pursued me, oppressed me. You did not save me from them as they crushed me to the ground. You did not listen to my desperate pleas when they imprisoned me in dark places alongside corpses. You did not answer me as I descended into the pit. The doors have slammed shut behind us. Poisoned air is suffocating me. The end, my end, is almost here. I stretch out my hand to you, call out to you one last time. But still, you hide your face from me. Do not deliver my soul from distress. Do not give me back my life. I fear the loneliness without you more than I fear the eternity of death. Burning Psalm 150. No hallelujahs, no shofar blasts, no crashing cymbals. We do not praise you, Adonai, cannot praise you for hiding your face at Birkenau, at Treblinka, at Belsen. The lute and lyre are silenced. The strings and flute intone muted elegies. And every breath of life, every breath of the living asks you, why?